listening to the War Report Podcast Network.
Let's go. What is up, Auburn family? What is up tempo gang? About 10 minutes till tip off. Auburn taking on Tennessee in the SEC tournament semifinals. We're going to hang out today and watch it right now. I've got Auburn Vanderbilt on the baseball game. Auburn is currently up 3-0. Vanderbilt is pressuring though a little bit. They've got runners on first and second with one out here in the top of the third. So we'll keep our eyes on that for the next 10 minutes or so. And then maybe in between commercials or whatever, we'll flip over here. It's always tough when you got multiple Auburn sporting events going on at the same time. I've got 2 TVs set up in the living room, and obviously you can do the multi-screen and all that. But a lot of baseball left to play. We're kind of down to the nitty-gritty in the basketball. And this is the basketball watch party. Man, leave you put your War Eagle in the comments. Let me know that you're in here. Hit that thumbs up button as you come in. Share this video out on social media. All that good stuff, man. We're going to have a good time today. Hopefully our Tigers get the W. It's been chalk. It's been chalk so far. The top 4 seeds in the SEC tournament will play today in the semifinals. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be 2 great games. I really do. If you watch Tuesday's show, you know that I actually predicted Tennessee to win a close game today versus Auburn, mainly just based off of Auburn winning the first time and Tennessee being a great team. I think it'll be another close game. As we sit here, though, 10 minutes before tip, my fan was kind of kicking in. And I just think, Auburn's a better team than Tennessee. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm kind of leaning Auburn now. I'm kind of leaning towards the boys now. Big hit for Vanderbilt. Not good. It's probably going to be a 3-2 ball game here. Yikes. Well, the Commodores are a good team, and they don't go away easy. 3-2. Vanderbilt hits a double in the gap. So Auburn still leads 3-2, though. Appears, though, the starting pitcher starting to lose it a little bit. Vanderbilt starting to figure him out a little bit. Daniel says, Dan L. Sorry, I said Daniel. Says, hard to beat a really good team 2 times in a row. For sure, bro. For sure. That's kind of my me saw it yesterday with Ole Miss, right? Let's talk about the Ole Miss game a little bit. It felt like very early in that game it was going to be a race to 60. First team to win 60 wins, and that's exactly what it became. Auburn pulling it out 62-57. It was funny. It's like Auburn definitely was passing lazy. Like there definitely was a lot of soft passes. You got to put more juice on it, right? Miles Kelly had a couple that were just bad. The one-handed one that led to the fast break and everything with that. But it's also one of them things where, like, Chris Beard's a good coach and Ole Miss has good players, and they've seen Auburn's flex cut. Like, they've seen it twice already. They had played against it for 80 minutes, right? And Auburn beat Vanderbilt solid. I'm watching the baseball game here, which now Vanderbilt's going to tie up, damn it. Auburn had beat Ole Miss solid both times. So you get an Ole Miss team that is that's fired up, wants to beat Auburn, and they know that they know what you're doing, right? And then you had Wes Flanagan over there as well. So he knows Bruce Pearl very well, obviously. And that's what you got. You gotta close a very, very defensive basketball game yesterday. And I don't think you're going to see anything different today. When Auburn and Tennessee met up the first time, it was a 53-51. We pulled it out. So this might be another one where it's a race to 60. But I'm not discouraged by the performance yesterday. I thought Auburn played fine. It's to be expected when you play a good team like Ole Miss 3 times in a row. So, yeah, it's going to be hard to beat Tennessee today. They're a great team. It's going to be hard to beat them twice in a row. That Florida-Alabama game going to be very entertaining as well. So, I'm excited. We're about 6 minutes here till tip. I'm sure they'll probably actually tip it off at like 12:05 or something. They'll give us 4 or 5 minutes of BS pregame talk that nobody really wants to hear. But you guys are in here hanging out with us, man, and we do appreciate it. Follow Blake over at the Uptempo Podcast. He's on Twitter. Right now, he is at the game, covering the baseball game. Looks like Auburn's going to make a pitching change. It is 3-3 at the top of the third, 1 out. So Auburn jumped out to a 3-0 lead. The bats have been hot since the season started, really. That first weekend, they were a little cold, and then the boys they've really been hitting the baseball well since then. And no Ike Irish this weekend. So to pull out an SEC series opening win without your best player in Ike Irish, that would be huge. That would be huge for Auburn baseball. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Who's your X Factor player? Oh, man. In this game, Miles Kelly or Denver Jones. I'll go Denver because of the defensive side. But like I said, this might, again, be a race to 60 points. So I believe it's going to be a low-scoring game again. A couple of big shots are going to be the difference here. Like if there's one or two guys that can hit some big threes for Auburn, then that could ultimately be the difference. So I need Miles Kelly or Denver Jones to be that guy today. Janai Broom is the easy answer, but this is going to be a big physical matchup. So, yeah, Chaney Johnson, that's a great answer. Chaney will be very important on the glass. He needs 8+ points, says Spicy Penguins, and we need him to really, really put forth the effort today on the glass and get those rebounds for us. Chaney's going to be big for sure. I mean, this is going to be one of the games where rebounding is important, and it's just going to be a slugfest. I think it's going to look a lot like yesterday's matchup. It's going to be a physical slugfest. So, yeah, Chaney's going to have to show up, bring that strength, grab boards for us, do his job defensively. So, yeah, that's not a bad answer. It's not a bad answer at all. We know that the front court is going to be big today. There's going to be a lot of beating and banging. I think the winner of this game is probably at the free throw line. You know, Auburn can't have another abysmal day like they did yesterday at the free throw line. And then I see that you got Ben, you got me thrown off. I was actually at this game, brother. I'll get your comment in a second. But yeah, free throw line, and then like a couple of big threes. Could really be the difference here. Like, can somebody get hot? Can Janai give you 16 and 12, 18 and 12? We know he can. I love Chaney. Let Chaney give us 6, 7, 8 rebounds. That'd be massive. And then, like you said, by being with 8+ points. So you're going to have an opportunity today. Tennessee's going to give you a few opportunities to hit a big shot. You're going to have a few open looks, and you got to make them. And then same way on the Tennessee side. Riley Auburn's probably going to play. What we're hoping, lock down Auburn defense, and Tennessee might get a few good looks. So if you're Tennessee, you got to hit those. That could be the difference in a game like this. It really could. I just want to see this Auburn team stay composed. I know that Pat Adams is on the whistle. Great. Great. I actually thought that the last game was probably one of the better officiated Pat Adams games. I guess I'm just kind of used to them not calling Janai Broom getting mauled at this point. I mean, he just gets so banged up down there. And he just doesn't get the calls, and I'm just kind of used to it now. But other than that, I thought that Pat Adams actually did a decent job in the last game. We probably, asking to get 2 great Pat Adams performances in a row, or I won't call it great, but decent. We probably won't get that today for sure. But I'm hoping that Tennessee and Auburn, I'm hoping they let a lot of stuff go. So call it fair, right? Like if Janai's getting fouled down low and we're not calling that, then I also don't, do the same thing for us on the other end. Call it both ways. Call it both ways for sure. Ben says, I went to the Tampa Bay Lightning game last month. They beat Calgary 3-0. Brother, if I could go into the other room and get the puck. I was at that game too. So I posted pictures on Twitter. I was at the game. I was sitting right on the glass behind Vasilevsky, behind the goalie, on the end that the Flames shot at twice. So they shot first and third period. I was on that end of the ice. So you should have came and hollered at me, man. We could have met up and had a couple of drinks and had a good time at the Lightning game. But yeah, that was a fun game. Got to see Vasi pitch a shutout. So kind of crazy that we were both there at the same time. Kick them in the balls, Big Blue. Yeah, let's go for sure. Came straight over from the Warport. Yeah, I'm sure Ike and Mike were doing a very dope pregame. How you feeling about today, Dustin? I'm feeling good. It's getting a little windy out here, so I'm hoping that the internet holds up. I am like out in the country. on the outskirts of Pensacola, and am kind of in between like Pensacola and the Alabama line. So when the weather gets pretty bad, my internet does tend to go out. So I'm hoping that we hold up. And I know that you're asking us for about the game. Predicted on Tuesday's show that Auburn loses a close one to Tennessee, and then I predicted Florida to beat Alabama today in a close one. Like I said, as we get closer to the game here, the fan in me kind of has kicked in, and now I'm going to change my pick to Auburn. So I feel good. I think it's going to be a really close game. Seeing Denver be healthy and back right yesterday was big for me. All right, we'll switch over here to the basketball game. 3-3 tie over there on the baseball diamond. Every chance we get during commercial breaks and all that, I'll switch over there and we'll try to stay posted on the boys. Tight game with Vanderbilt. Tigers on the court, warming up, rocking the Dowda shirts. I love that. I do love that. It's funny. I saw some people on Twitter saying that nobody doubts Auburn. They're the number one team in the land. It's like, well, I can. There's some screenshots out there of some experts that definitely do doubt Auburn. And Auburn has never won a college basketball national championship, which is the ultimate goal for this team this year. So, some of those, there should be some doubts, right? Never seen the program do it, but I like the boys, wearing it on their chest, saying, "Doubt us, don't believe in us." And you've seen like Bruce Pearl's really good with that. He's really good at getting the guys to buy into the underdog mentality. And that's something that good coaches have the ability to do. You see Kirby Smart, like Georgia will win the national championship, and then all the Georgia players are talking about y'all predicted us to go 6-6, and it's like, no, actually, I predicted you to win the national championship. I don't know who told y'all that, but Kirby's warped y'all's mind and believing that the whole world is against you. But make no mistake, even though this Auburn team is the number one team in the land and been one of the top teams in the country for the majority of the season, there still are a lot of doubters out there. Auburn basketball is always going to have its doubters until they cut down the nets as national champs. So I love those shirts, and good on Under Armour. They got a couple months left, and they're going out with a bang. I guess they're finally putting together some fire gear for our boys. I think CBM can make a huge difference in this game. He can make big plays when needed. Yeah, Auburn does not win. Auburn does not win the national championship, make it to the Final Four without the best version. The best version of Chad Baker Mazara. And anytime you get in a game like this, where it's going to be physical, he can be an X factor. It's going to be physical. It's going to be emotional. So as long as he keeps all of his emotions in checks and channels them into the right kind of energy, which we've seen him do plenty of times, yeah, he could be big today. His on-ball defense could be big, and he could be that guy, like I mentioned, Miles Kelly or Denver Jones, that hits a couple of big threes. Jay Will picked AU. Yeah. Yeah, listen, man. The national media, Jay Billis with the commentary yesterday. It's tough, right? But I appreciate these guys because it's why it allows channels like ours to thrive, for sure. Ben says, I was in the nosebleeds in the right corner behind you. The Tesla coils were wild. Yeah, absolutely. Amalie Arena's dope. The NHL is dope. Hockey's on fire right now. And the Lightning put on a great atmosphere. So, yeah, man, for sure. Wish I would have got to meet up with you, brother. Trent says, never thought I'd say Pat Adams did good. World is coming to an end. Yeah, so like that's kind of where we landed on, right? Like, are we worried about it though? Because he did a good job officiating the game, an Auburn game yesterday. So we're like, are we expecting the other end of it today? Like, is it possible? Is he capable of calling two good games in a row? I don't know. But the boys are taking the floor. Let's go, baby. SEC semifinal time, man. We got the title to defend. Some of these Tennessee cats, I'm looking in their eyes. They look like Jose Aldo before he fought Conor McGregor. If you don't know how that one ended, you can look it up real quick. It was a short fight. This is going to be a dog fight, though, man, for sure. I know Tennessee ain't scared. So Nina says, I feel like the guys have been playing in a way to do just enough to win the game. Yeah. I was thinking about this last night, and Auburn's the last 4 or 5 games of Auburn's season, regular season, and then going into the SEC tournament, and I don't want to jinx it, okay? So I'll knock on wood, but Auburn's easiest matchup might not be until the first round of the NCAA tournament, that 1 seed versus that 16 seed. Like for the last month, Auburn's been playing teams that are no lower than an 8 or 9 seed in the tournament, because that's how deep the SEC's been this year. So Auburn's been playing these tournament level games, and it's not so much physically. I talked about this Tuesday night. I don't know if it's so much physically with this group. And thank you, by the way, for the $4.99 super chat. If I didn't say thank you, it's mentally too, right? Like it's staying locked in for 30 plus games, and you've been the number 1 team. You've been a quad 1 opponent for every team you've played all year. So like it's every team that's played you, you're a huge opportunity for them. So there's that mental aspect of it too, where you have to bring it every single night, and it can wear down on you. But this is the point so that Auburn's worked for all year to get to the postseason. As fun as this ride has been, this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for March, because I knew how great this team was after Maui. I felt like this team was one of the top 2 or 3 in the country. Florida's right up there. I hate to say it, Alabama's right up there. I do think that Houston and Iowa State are good teams too. But yeah, for me, it's looking at this Auburn team and can we make it to the national championship? And it's no more home or away games. It's all neutral floor from here. It's postseason play, SEC semis. The ball is tipped up. Let's go. Tennessee takes possession. Auburn in the whites. Tennessee in that ugly ass all orange they got rocking today. Tennessee at 26-6. Auburn coming in at 28-4. Winner plays the winner of Florida and Alabama later today, which is sure to be another crazy game. What a week it's been in Nashville, huh? Tennessee starts off with a 3 ball. Yep, Fuller's behind the line. Tennessee starts off with a 3. CBM starting. Yeah, Bruce talked about it after the game. Our guy Mike G I retweeted what he had said. He had clipped what Bruce had said in the post game about why CBM didn't start in the last game. And you got to acknowledge what happened. We can't allow this to happen again. It's go time now. All these games are super important from here on out. He's back in the starting lineup, and I'm happy for him. I think he's going to be locked in, and we're going to see the best version of CBM today. Yeah, let's go down low. Go down low and feed Janai. Janai going to be going to the foul line here. Free throws, man. Free throws. It's March. Free throws, baby. They're gonna start mattering a lot. And any longtime Auburn basketball fan knows the ghost of the free throws, bro. Like, they'll get us. Janai misses the first. My goodness. Gotta hit these free ones, boys. Janai Broome with 18 double-doubles this season, tying the Auburn record of Mike Mitchell. Y'all remember Mike Mitchell? Raise your hand in the chat if you remember Mike Mitchell. Auburn starts off the game 0 for 2 from the free throw line, as I talk about how important the free throw line is going to be today. Denver from deep. Bang. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Big Denver. Ooh, with the steal. Denver pulls it back out. We're 3-3 with 18:45 on the clock. Miles Kelly's got the ball at the top of the key. Come on now. There we go. Swing it over to CBM. All right, now you got to post it up. Janai trying to clear out the block. They're not going to bring a double team. If they're not going to bring a double team, let's go. You saw Ole Miss yesterday. Every time Janai posts up in the block, Ole Miss is bringing that double team. And it led to turnovers in the second half. Auburn kept trying to pass out of it. Ole Miss started clogging the passing lanes. If Tennessee's not going to double, good luck. It's a National Player of the Year right there. Good luck. Turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear this. Auburn leading 5-3 early. Tennessee with a nice floater in the lane right there. That was a nice shot. 5-5, 2 minutes into the ball game. Ooh, CBM with a tough mid-range. Here we go. Tigers lead 7-5. Got to stop ball. Tennessee trying to get down the court quickly. Drive baseline, kick it for 3. My goodness. Both teams hot early. Both teams are hot early. Igor with the big 3 for the Vols. Tennessee leads 8-7 early on. Miles Kelly with a 3. Boo! Let's go, baby. Let's go now. We're going to need you today. Talked about how defensive this basketball game was going to be early on, and both teams have come out hot, baby. Oh, my God. What is happening? What is happening? Taz Lanier, 2 for 2 already. He's got 8 of Tennessee's 11. We got to do something now. We got to do something about that, boys. Oh, bad. Yeah, that's bad from Denver right there. He had the ball. He's dribbling the ball way too far out from his body. Auburn lucky to get it back. Oh, good shot there from Miles Kelly. Just doesn't fall. We got a loose ball foul in Tennessee here. Let's go. Auburn gets bailed out. It's a good shot from Miles. Fortunately, it doesn't fall. So 11-10 score, 16:04 on the clock. Auburn will inbound baseline. Miles Kelly going to inbound the basketball. Both teams making their shots early on. Tejada's in the game. Looks like Miles Kelly was flying across the bottom of my screen. I don't know if he got tripped up or what. Here goes Tejada's first shot of the game. Ooh, a little long off the back of the rim. As my cat jumps in front of the TV screen. Let's go. Tejada pushes the ball up. Miles from deep. Oh, he was feeling it. All right, well, we'll kind of cooled off a little bit here. We're good, though. Just got to get some better looks at the basket. Time to go back to Janai down low. Everything runs through number 4. Defense has got to tighten up, though. Tennessee with 13 early on. Don't like that. CBM with the ball at the top of the key. Janai tried to set a little screen. Wasn't very effective. Let's go, Janai. Post him up, Janai. There we go. Left hand. Yes, sir. I'm telling you, look, if they're not going to double 4, then that's the move. And then you set up your 3-point shots off of that. Janai 2 for 2 so far. And we got 12 on the shot clock. Tennessee playing, Auburn playing good defense on Tennessee so far. Just got to keep your structure here, force him into a bad shot. They got to match up with a guard on Janai, and he takes him right to the hole. That's tough. That's tough. All right, here we go. Come on, Big Chaney. Spicy Penguin said you're the player of the game, baby. He needs you to be the player of the game. Chaney's been missing bunnies, man. Chaney's just been missing these easy buckets. All right. 15-12, though. Auburn bringing the ball up the court. You're way ahead of me. Yeah, the joys of streaming, the streaming services, right? This is why, like, me and Blake have tried to do these together for baseball, basketball. CBM with the move. Let's go. And it's tough. It's tough because like somebody's always 5-10 seconds ahead of the other person and things like that. It'd be better if it was like the old days and we were all on cable. We all had the same feed. But like I said, I'm out here in the country a little bit. So I'm usually the one behind. Another good defensive possession for Auburn. Come on, man. That's a weak call. That is a weak call. Oh my goodness. Show me the replay. It looked weak. It looked weak from the initial look. Good move by CBM there. All right, we're going to commercial break. Kind of what we expected, right? Kind of what we expected. Ben said this game is going fast already, almost a quarter through. Yeah, not a lot of whistles there from Pat Adams. Hey, like I said, maybe they'll let him play today, man. Maybe they'll let him play today. And I would love that. I'm over that for sure. Nina talking about the fact that ESPN has monopolized televised sports. Yeah, that's a deep conversation that we could really get into, right? They're doing a lot of things. Conference realignment. You find out a lot of things going on in the world of college sports. ESPN's behind it, or the big television people are. That football and football TV contracts are changing the entire landscape of college sports. It's crazy. It really is crazy for sure. But I only watch ESPN at this point with the games, right? Like I don't watch any of their shows, which is so crazy because growing up, like I graduated high school in 2010. Kind of give you an idea of the time frame. So like I grew up on the Stuart Scotts, coming home and watching PTI with Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon, Around the Horn with Woody Page and all those guys. Like those were great shows. And then it became what it became, unfortunately. They just kind of slowly lost their way. It became less and less about sports. A lot of the good personalities left, and the internet changed the game, right? And without that, we wouldn't have this show here. So it's cool. It's opened up this whole different medium and allow people to really kind of start up their own things and do their own things. And I think it's good from this standpoint too. Like I'll watch, and I'm sure you guys go through this too. You'll watch like national people talk about Auburn. Like say College Game Day for football, right? And Kirk Herbstreit starts talking about Auburn, and you're like, well, you're like he's not really making any good points, and that's because that's like a national guy. The cool thing about what has happened in the internet space is there's so many different avenues and lanes where you can just follow your team. And like in the golden age of ESPN, I remember sitting there and they used to have the lineup of what was coming up on the show on the side, off to the side of the screen. And you would be sitting there looking, waiting to see your team's highlight, your team's 30-second clip. You would be sitting there waiting on it for 10, 15 minutes. And they'd talk about your team and you were like, everybody shut up. They're talking about my team. And you have to listen, now you can get on YouTube and find anybody talking about your team that actually follows the team and has sources with the team, and all that kind of stuff. So, and like I know the Auburn media space is super crowded, right? So if you don't like us, then you might like somebody else, and there's something for everybody. So it's cool the way it's gone, but it also is like sometimes I'll see clips of some crazy stuff being said on ESPN First Take or Sports Center or something like that, and it's like, wow, this company has fallen so far. They literally do just have the games at this point. Ben says CBS Sports was the SEC network, mine shot. Yeah, for sure. Auburn, Ole Miss on Jefferson Pilot Sports at 11 a.m. and all that, right? You go back and watch those highlights now, and you're like, man, I can barely even make out the numbers on the players. So Tennessee makes the free throws here. It's 18-14. Tennessee playing well on the offensive end early on. Auburn's got to clean up some things defensively. Tennessee with the ball pressure, double teaming, almost forces Auburn into a turnover. It's going to lead to a wide open 3, though. Come on, Chaney. Let's go, Big Chaney. Yeah, if you break the trap, especially that high, Tennessee's trapping all the way up there at half court. If you're able to break that, there should be people wide open. You should have a wide open 3. I mean, they almost triple trapped. It was almost a triple team. They trapped him and then had a third guy running up to him as well. Auburn able to find the open guy and knock down the shot. So down by 1. Chaney, that's a big bucket for Chaney. Big bucket for Chaney. He needed that. All right, I'm at the 12-minute mark, 18-17. Miles Kelly ball in his hand, and he loses it. Tahad with it back. It's a bad shot. That's a bad shot, Tahad. Come on, man. Good offensive rebound, but we got to go to the hole now. There's no reason to shoot a bad contested 3 with 18 on the shot clock. That's a good shot. And we don't knock it down. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you're not too far ahead of me, Nina. Like 5 or 6 seconds. Come on now. So we've got Tahad, Chaney, Miles, Chris Moore's out there with Dylan at the 5. Another bucket. We got to tighten up on D, man. This is getting a little ridiculous. We're at the 11-minute mark, and Tennessee's got 20 points. It's just not good enough. Not good enough. Chaney airball, bro. Whew. Chaney's had a rough couple of weeks in the paint. My goodness. Yeah, that's going to be the move for Tahad in the offseason. We got to improve this on-ball defense for sure. You see at the end of the games, Bruce Pearl mixing and matching a lot. TJ says Tennessee making tough shots. We got to do the same. For sure. I would say that when we clear out the paint and have Janai one-on-one with his back to the basket, that seems to have been pretty effective so far. So a little more of that and a little less of contested threes with 19 seconds in the shot clock. Let's let the big fella bring us home, and then let's set the threes up from that. I know he's not out there on the floor currently, but taking some bad shots. And I know Rick Barnes will force your team to take bad shots. That's what he does. I bet the Kentucky fans were selling. I know. You know, it used to be the Kentucky Invitational. SEC tournament used to be called the Kentucky Invitational. Look at them now. My brother texted me about the moving screens. Yeah, they have a little couple for us go to. Chaney has lost his shot a little. Yeah, for sure. Especially down low. Maine says we need more drives and kicks. Yeah, you got to get to the hole, man. I think they said the stat yesterday that over 50% of Denver's shots are three-point attempts. And that's great because he hits them. But get to the hole some, you know. Get fouled, shoot the free, and then make your free throws. But yeah, I'm with you. I say this all the time, bro. We just, get to the bucket, dude. Get to the bucket. Let them crash on you. Kick it to the corner for the 3. For sure. But yeah, it is funny. It is funny to see the whole SEC got serious about basketball in Kentucky, right? Kentucky had the monopoly. You talked about the monopoly that ESPN had. Kentucky had a monopoly on SEC basketball for a long time. And then Auburn hires Bruce Pearl and forces Alabama to start taking basketball seriously. So they go out and hire Greg Coate and Nate Oates. Yeah, the whole league, Ole Miss with Chris Beard. Arkansas has always been a solid program. Vanderbilt, solid program. You see what Florida's doing now. I mean, they've been solid throughout my life. So, yeah, the SEC is really really built itself up, and Kentucky used to kind of have that thing where they were the one team. They were the one team, the one university putting the resource in and taking it seriously, and that's kind of gone away from them a little bit. Listen to what Bruce is saying to him. So Bruce is calling for more physicality. Bruce Pearl in the huddle calling for more physicality from the boys. And I agree with him. If you'd have told me before the game Tennessee would have 20 points with 10:53 to go in the first, I'd have said, no way, bro, no way. Have you seen the rumors about Stephen Pearl being – yeah. And he's earned it, right? He's earned it. He has earned it. And I know that a lot of people want it to be a situation where he stays at Auburn and then he once Bruce Pearl retires, Stephen takes over and all that kind of thing. I would actually like it if Stephen went off and was a head coach somewhere else for a little bit and then came back to Auburn when the time was right. It's the way I felt about the Cadillac situation a couple of years ago. It's like, no, let you go be a head coach somewhere else at a lower level for a little bit. And Auburn's just a big time program, obviously, no matter what the sport is. And I'm not too. Oh, it's just a tough ask for somebody's first job to be at Auburn. And then for Stephen Pearl, like if he was the guy that was, coming right after Bruce, and it's going to be impossible. I'll say impossible, but it's going to be really hard for whoever the next coach of Auburn is, and hopefully that's a long ways away. But whenever that happens, they got some big shoes to fill, right? Like it's going to be tough to have the same success that Bruce Pearl has had, and put up the same kind of winning numbers and everything like that. So it would just be tough. And then, like when it's your dad, you had the same last name. People are going to be looking to you like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to skip a beat, and it probably just odds are it wouldn't work that way. So I wouldn't mind to. I would love for Stephen to stay as an assistant at Auburn as long as possible. He's a weapon. He's an absolute weapon. But yeah, I've seen those articles and rumors out there for sure, and he deserves it. He's earned it. So we'll see how it all plays out. I think he returns to Auburn though. Like I haven't seen anything where he was like the leading guy anywhere. It's just his name is in the hat and being considered. So my goodness. Lanier's cooking us, bro. Lanier is cooking us right now. Auburn's got to figure this out. 10 points, 4 for 4. Like, come on, bro. Denver off the screen. Guys, geez Louise now. It's a set play for Denver to get the shot. Probably didn't want him to take it that far from the basket. But they set the screen for him to get that look. Just don't knock it down. Same thing with Miles Kelly a couple possessions ago. So Auburn's getting good looks. You're going to have to hit them. My goodness, dude. You got to get Denver out here and put him on Lanier because we don't have anybody else out here that can guard him right now. I mean, I love Chris Moore. He's not guarding this cat, bro. He is not guarding this dude. He says the three is exciting when it hits, but I will take it easy too. Yeah, facts. And again, it's if you get to the basket, then you set up the easy three. Like you're going to get better looks from three if you go to the bucket a couple times. Sometimes Auburn falls in love with a three ball, and you can just kind of see him getting further and further away from the basket. Like, let's get back to the hoop, boys. Get some free throws, or like I said, you'll set up a good look. Here we go. Janai back in the paint. listen. Look, let's go now. I mean, it's 4. It's 4. It's 4 down low. They can't guard him down low. There's no point in taking shots 20, 25 feet from the basket if they can't guard a guy 4 feet from the basket. Their guards are cooking our ass right now. Like, they're cooking us on ball. They're blowing right past us. Yeah, I see. I wonder if Denver's ankle is 100. I mean, I don't think it's 100 for sure. But right now, they were just driving the ball right past our guys, no matter who it is. Now, Tennessee at the free throw line. The first one goes through. All right, 24-19, 8:46 on the clock. Auburn inbounds to Tahad Pettiford. Will bring the ball up the court. Kicks it back to Janai. Tennessee with some high ball pressure here. If Auburn can break this, you had him in the corner, Tahad. God, that's an ugly shot. Auburn gets bailed out by an awful foul from Tennessee. That's such an ugly shot from Tahad. It's like he didn't. It's like he kind of just he didn't know if he wanted to go glass or not. Throws up that floater. Yeah, that's ugly. I didn't see who he had in the corner. He had somebody wide open in the corner. Yeah, that was ugly. That was bad basketball. Tahad, I definitely agree. Man says Ha's got to get going for sure. Not a good start. Little helter skelter. So, I mean, we're missing Denver's missing open three. Miles is missing open three. Tahad's missed open threes. Like, we're just not hitting our open shots right now. You're not going to get a lot of good looks versus Tennessee, and Auburn is not hitting them. Tennessee 8 for 13 from the field. Auburn 8 for 18, and on a little bit of a cold spell right now. And that Tennessee guard cuts right to the hole. Tennessee up now 7 points, biggest lead of the game. Ziegler and Lanier are absolutely cooking Auburn. Auburn cannot stop them currently. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Tennessee fans getting hype. Games in Nashville. I don't know what the hell CBN was doing there, but National Player of the Year, Janai Broom cleans it up. 26-21. CBN completely out of control there, just throwing the ball at the hoop. So we got a timeout, 7:22 on the floor. Man, okay. Bruce Pearl takes the timeout. So Auburn gets a crazy bucket that we probably didn't deserve. All right. Frustrating little stretch there for Auburn. I'm more so upset with the defense more than anything. You do have to hit some of these shots, though. Like, some of these shots got to start falling. Yeah, he wants a three. He came in and missed the floater. He's missing everything right now. For sure. Tennessee defense is tough. You know, Rick Barnes is going to draw it up. They're a tough team to beat. we beat them scoring 53 points last time at home. So yeah, their defense is legit. There's no doubt about that. But Miles Kelly has had a wide open looks. Denver's had a wide open look. Tahad's had some open looks, and they haven't hit them. So when you do break their defense down, because it's hard to do, you got to make the most of those opportunities, and you can't airball shots in the paint. Got to see some more four, dude. Feed Janai. It's that time of year. If you got to ride the horse, you got to ride your horse. So, but we're good, man. We're good. You know, Tennessee's a great team. And if Auburn loses this game, we're good. This one's going to be tough. I just know that if Bama somehow beats Florida and we we beat Tennessee, oh boy. You talk about wanting to win a game. You talk about wanting to win a game. Well, we got to win this one first. I know. But people be in the comments saying, don't look ahead. We got to win this game. I'm not on the team. That's one of my favorite things is we'll do like me and Blake will do an episode like projecting into the future about something. And then somebody in the comments will say, well, we need to focus on what's ahead of us first. You got to take it one day at a time. And it's like, all right, Nick Saban, I'm not on the team. I can do an episode about what's going to happen in a month. The guys on the team got to take it one day at a time, though. But we don't have any outcome effect on the outcome of the game. So what's you guys' thoughts, man? Let me know in the chat. What are our thoughts about how the game is going so far? What do you like? What do you not like? So Nina says, I will only be upset about losing this game if Bama beats Florida. Yeah. I think Florida's going to win, though. I picked Florida to win the SEC, to win this tournament. I think they're so good. They're so good. FJ taps as Tennessee drives the ball and shoots a three. As soon as we get close, we go for the three every time. It's good if they're falling, but if not, this can lead. The lead can jump into double digits if we're not careful. Yeah, and you don't want to get down double digits to Tennessee. Like, it's basketball, you can come back, you can get hot for sure. Especially this Auburn team, they're never out of it. But the way Tennessee plays defense, you want to keep this lead, manageable. Obviously you want to be leading, but you don't ever want to let them get too far ahead, man, because if it gets out of hand, then it's tough. I think let me look at the field goal percentage right now. This is the story of the game. 64% for Tennessee. If you're Auburn, you're allowing Tennessee to shoot 64% from the floor. That's pitiful. It's dog shit. Like, you gotta be better than that. Karen says we need to work the ball inside. Absolutely. Gotta feed 4. There we go. Good play, Janai. I cannot, bro. We just are missing, like, some of these shots. We cannot make them right now. Attaboy, Miles. Miles cleaning that up. Yeah, that was messy. Chad's got to make that. Yeah, he'll be okay. The joke on this podcast is CBM dies once a game. He'll be all right. Look at Turtle down there keeping that play alive. I see you, Turtle. Attaboy. Providing quality minutes in the SEC tournament. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Talking about CBM. So about 6. I'm at 6:17 to go. Auburn only down by 3. Obviously have not played our best half and still only 1 possession down. So we're good. We're good, everybody. There it is. Okay, there it is. There we go. There's the air ball. I don't know if Tennessee was ever going to take a bad shot. My God, they've been hitting everything. Tennessee guards having a game of their life so far. And a lot of that's Auburn's fault. There we go. Good defensive possession. Auburn needs to go on a little bit of a run here. There we go, Denver. There we go. There's no way you're calling this a jump. Man. I'll wait till I see the replay. It damn sure look like a foul to me. Come on, bro. You call that a jump ball? Okay. Here comes the double to Janai. Come on, Denver. Make them pay. Boys, we got to hit our open shots, man. You got to hit your open shots. Tennessee's giving us a look. You could have made them pay. They missed a foul call. You should have had 2 free throws. You could have made them pay and hit the 3 on them instead. Nothing. Tennessee from deep. Come on now. Auburn needs to go on a little bit of a run. Go to the bucket. Let's get to the basket now. Yeah, that's the look, man. That's the look. They ain't all got to be threes. Janai Broom, 5 for 5. Like, it's time, bro. It's time. Go to the big fella. Auburn fans getting up. Auburn fans getting up on their feet, making some noise. Forcing Tennessee to pick their dribble up. We almost had Tennessee in a turnover right there. There it is. Auburn's basketball. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go. That's Auburn defense. Got an on-ball pressure. Auburn's asking for a technical on the other team. You guys, we got to give that up. They don't. I mean, if they call, I didn't see it. I'm sure we'll see it here in a second. I know that they're not teeing up anybody else but Auburn. 26-25. We got Pat Adams and his clown crew talking. I believe 4 minutes and 29 seconds on the clock. Auburn down by 1. Tee that boy up. Tee him up. Tee his ass up. If Chad did it, you'd arrest him. If Chad did it, you would arrest him. That's right, Nina. Pat's at his favorite place. Boy, Pat Adams, he loves a monitor. There ain't no monitor that Pat Adams passes up. Yeah, for sure. Final Four team. Bryce Brown was that dude. Tennessee is struggling. Yeah. This last couple of minutes have looked more like what I thought it was going to be this game. I mean, Tennessee's shooting 64% at one point. That's a little nuts. We got to be better than that. Karen, yeah. I know, Karen. Janai. Yes, Susan. Disney does own ESPN. They own ABC. All that stuff is owned by Disney. As far as my understanding, anyway. You know, not a topic I spend too much time on. Like I said, I only watch it for the games at this point. Otherwise, that's just national companies talking about my teams. There's really no need for it, right? Like, even if they were doing a good job, there's no need for it. I'm blessed to be able to kind of know whatever I need to know about Auburn through sources. But as far as my other teams go, like my Tampa Bay teams, the Bucks, the Lightning, the Rays, I have podcasts and media companies that are dedicated to those teams that I follow. So yeah, I just don't need ESPN for anything other than the games at this point. Their content's terrible, and as far as their talk shows and all that, and they're not talking about my teams, right? And we got a lot of good people in the Auburn space. So whether it be Zach Blackerby or guys over at On 3 or 247, and obviously I'm going to support what we do here at the Warport Network. So you don't really Auburn sports fans certainly don't need ESPN or trust ESPN, right? You shouldn't after the Cam Newton situation and the way they treated us with all that. You see the way they treated our basketball team this year. You know what it is. You know what it is. Ben says it's funny how the best ESPN's commentators are people who are there between. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I was watching Bruce on the post game yesterday, and obviously he had the quote that went super viral. But like before that, he's just electric, man. He's just electric. Like, so what's the call here? Offsetting, bro. What the? Huh? Offsetting? How do you remotely come out of that thinking Auburn did anything wrong? Well, bro, what in the fuck am I watching? Like, I get so sick of this. And I'm supposed to just brush it off. That's a foul. Janai got hammered right there. Man, here we go, Pat. Here we go, Pat. Ridiculous. That's a ridiculous call. Offsetting? Pathetic. Pathetic. You reviewed that, and that's what you came up with. That's absolutely pathetic. To be expected. I used to think there was an agenda against Auburn basketball. Let's go, Big Janai. Let's go. I used to think that there was, but then I've watched a lot of SEC basketball this year. It's just these refs just suck. Like, they just suck. Oh my. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh, Dylan Carwell, talk to me, baby. Talk to me. You better call a timeout, Rick. You better call a timeout. Yes, sir. Auburn North getting loud. Let's go now. Auburn on a 10-0 run over the last 4 minutes. Get that rebound, boys. Get that rebound. God, that's a terrible rebound to give up. That's a terrible rebound to give up. You played great, D. Tennessee probably got away with a push right there. Man, come on. That's a travel, bro. Dude. There's no way, there's no way Tennessee just got 2 points out of that possession. That's crazy. We played good defense for a minute, and they got 2 points. (29-28). Looking like the ball game I thought it was going to be. That's a foul. That's a foul on Tennessee. Oh, my God. Or deny. Or deny. Man. Woo. Man. This one might not be able to be monetized because I'm about to start. I already may have messed it up with the one F-bomb. This is why I don't do a lot of live streams, y'all. This is ridiculous, dude. This is just crazy. This is just crazy. It was a foul on Janai after looking at the replay. But to even want to review this is pathetic. It's pathetic. And that's why the only basketball that I watch is Auburn or teams Auburn is about to play. Because this sport has gone down the drain. You've cut the flow of the game to review this. It's a common foul. It is a loose ball foul on Janai Broome. That's what that is. It's a foul. But that's not, come on, man. Unreal, dude. Unreal. If you're tired of this kind of stuff, tune into the NHL and find your hockey team. Because they'll fist fight, they'll put them in a box for 5 minutes, and they'll let them back out, and they'll keep playing the game. This is ridiculous. Basketball's so freaking soft now. Common loose ball foul, yeah. I mean, I don't even know why we're looking at why the time wasted. So we're going to keep it at a common foul. We wasted 3 minutes on this. Why? Crazy. Tennessee will go to the line with a 1-1. Auburn leading 29-28. Y'all, this is it's gonna be one of them games, man. This is gonna be one of them games for sure. Let's play ball. Let's go. Let's go. Goodness gracious. We're going to get back to some basketball here in just a second, y'all. I'm sure of it. Sure of it. I'm glad that we took all this time to review nothing. All right. Ball inbounded. Here we go. Back to basketball. That was fun, Pat. Yeah, you can count on Pat to do a lot of things. He loves a good review now. He does. Pat loves that monitor. Auburn trapped initially out the inbound. They'll come out of that. Dylan Cardwell pressing the ball up top. Yeah, good D from Dylan there, forcing them to a bad look. Hard to shoot a fadeaway mid-range shot over 7-foot Dylan Cardwell. Yeah, go to the basket. Go to the basket. Now, this is where you got to make your freaking free throws, Denai. Everybody in the chat's been saying, hey, let's get to the hoop now. Let's get to the hoop. Come on, Denai. Dylan Caldwell with the play of the half so far, huh? Let's go. That was sick. I got to check on the baseball game. Oh, my God, Janai. Brother. Oh, man. Make your freaking free throws, dude. $12 0 for 3 from the line. Come on, buddy. Dog. Okay. Shaquille O'Neal out here. How'd that pass even get through for Tennessee? I mean, Auburn is playing great D. Look at this. Look at this. Auburn's playing great D and then still letting them get points. Tennessee leads by 1. Unbelievable. There you go. That's the Denver Jones I want to see. Get to the hole, man. Get to the hole. Got to make your free throws, guys. I mean, we all know this, right? Denai is 0 for 4 in a game. Auburn's down by 1. Player of the year, best player on this floor today, but come on, big dog. I need you to make your freaking free throws. All right, Denver makes the first one. Tennessee 5 for 5 from the stripe. Auburn 1 for 5. In a tie game. In a tie game. That's such a bad foul from Denver. I mean, it's such a bad foul. We commit the stupidest fouls. Man, we do some dumb fouls. Yeah, Bruce is pissed. That's reckless. That's reckless from Denver right there. I don't know what he's arguing. That's clearly a foul. And, like, no reason for it. Heady play by the ball handler there. I see you charging to the back of me. Let me slow up real quick. Whoop, you fouled me. All right. 40 seconds to go. 32-31. Auburn bringing the ball up the court. 7 for 7. Tennessee from the free throw line. Free throws will be the difference in March, y'all. Good defense from Tennessee. 24.4. We got 14 on the shot clock. Auburn is down by 1. Need a bucket here. We need a bucket here, fellas. That's a great defensive guard right there from Tennessee, making a great defensive play. You just got to give him credit. Yeah, here we go. Denver gets to the hole, baby. Gets to the hole. Denver, just keep doing that. $20 seconds. Auburn down 32-31. Come on, Denver. Big free throws right here. Ben says, seriously, just keep. Yeah, dude. I mean, he's got to get to the basket more. Denver's a great player. I know, you're like really, critiquing and stuff, but all right, he has a 32-32. Yeah, he's got to get to the hoop more, man. Got to get to the basket more because it opens up that three. Like, it opens up the 3-point look for him. And he's such a great free throw shooter. So I'm with you, Ben. Keep getting into the basket until they stop. Okay. 20 seconds. 33-32. Come on, boys. Tennessee inbounds the ball. Auburn needs a big stop right here. I'm not looking at the chat because some of y'all are like a couple seconds ahead of me. Come on now. Big stop. Let's go, boys. Force a long 3. Air ball, baby. Don't give them this easy one. Let's go. Good D. Let's go. Let's go. With like 12 minutes to go, Tennessee had 20 points. Finished the half with 32. So I think Auburn definitely cleans it up on the defensive end. And I like that right there. All right. So talking to Bruce, we'll listen to BP. All right. So Tigers lead by 1. Everything we kind of thought it was going to be, right? Defensive slugfest. 33-32. Tigers lead at the half, man. I'll pull up some of the stats. Let's go through some of the halftime. See what the stats are here at halftime. I know the free throws one's going to make me want to puke. Let's see. Yeah, 1 half down. Yeah, moved pretty fast, didn't it? Pat slowed it down there at the end. Time for the BP halftime speech. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna bring in Ike. I got Ike Jones hopping in here live, Bridgestone Arena. Ike, what's up, baby?
All right,
First half
let me
down.
see if we got. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. We got you good.
Okay, I need to make sure I can hear you though. My audio is not pumping through yet. All right, let me hear you.
Testing. Can you hear me, Ike? You don't have me?
Nah, I don't have. Dang. All right, I ain't gonna interrupt then. I was gonna try to jump in here at the half, but I can't hear you.
Well, just
so.
just share some thoughts real quick.
Yeah. I don't know what you're saying because my headphones aren't working. I'll just give you guys a brief update. First and foremost, Auburn is playing decent defense. Tennessee was shooting out of their minds early in the half. Seems like Chancellor has come back down to earth a bit right now because he was shooting like crazy. Denver Jones and Zakai Ziegler are going at it right now. Like they are. It seems like Denver took it personally that he wasn't like higher on the defensive player of the year. I don't know what it is, but he's absolutely out here trying to dominate this game. And he is taking it personally, the situation with him and Ziegler. And I love it. I love seeing the intensity that he's bringing to this, man. So hopefully he can continue to do that. And Auburn can improve their percentages. When I'm looking at this percentage stuff, hold on, let me just bring it up real quickly. Auburn is shooting 46%. Tennessee was shooting over 50% for the vast majority of the half. They're down to 44% on 11 of 25 shooting. The issue right now for Auburn's free throws. Janai Broome has missed 4 of his and the only free throw misses have been from him. Him and Denver, the only people who have gone to the free throw line. Janai has missed all of his. Denver's made all of his. Turnovers 6-1 in favor of Auburn. Auburn has forced 6 turnovers, only turned the ball over once, and they've been on the floor really hustling to get to loose balls a lot. So love the energy and effectiveness that they have in that regard. But yeah, everything is good here so far. Looking forward to seeing the adjustments out of the half from Auburn. But I'm gonna jump back out of here again because I can't hear you, so I don't want to. But I appreciate you guys. Let me jump in here on the halftime. Hopefully, the second half, Auburn just continues to play good defense, solid defense. And can keep shooting the ball fairly well. They're shooting it right around what they need to in this game, even with some bad shot selection from Tahad Pettiford in a couple of spots, and Chaney missing some bunnies that he normally makes. So Janai Broome shooting a really good percentage right now from the field. If he can pick up his free throw percentage, I think that they'll be all right here in the second half. All right, but I'll let y'all get back to it, man. Live from here from the sidelines at Bridgestone Arena. I'll holler at y'all.
Let's go. All right. That's our guy, Ike Jones, hopping in. Unfortunately, was not able to connect and be able to hear each other there. But Ike popping in with the live report from Bridgestone Arena. You got to love that. And I agree with him. Keep feeding Janai, baby. Keep feeding Janai. We just got to pick up the free throws a little bit, and all will be well. All right, let's get to some of you guys' comments. I'm going to get over here and check out the baseball game while we're at halftime, see what the boys are doing. Maine says free throws are so important in close games. Yeah, we've seen it, man. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it time and time again when it comes to these games in March. We talked about it before the game, right? These free throws are going to be really, really important. Daryl says, classic BP versus Rick Barnes dogfight. Let's go, War Damn Eagle. Yeah, I'm not shocked by it, right? We're not shocked by it at all. We knew it was going to be. We knew it was going to be just this way. Dylan Carwell, man, what a dunk! What a play! What a play at the half.
I got my audio worked out. I can hear you now.
Oh, you got me?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm with you though, Ike. I mean, it's I would just like to see us continue to get the ball down there to Janai. I mean, they double. It seemed like they started to double there at the end of the first half versus what we saw Ole Miss. Like their game plan was to double Janai every time they got it down low. If they're gonna let 4 go 1-on-1 in the post, let's just keep feeding the big dog, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think Tennessee feels like the way that they just classically play defense is going to allow them to neutralize Janai Broome, or what they're saying is, all right, let Janai go crazy. None of your shooters are going to get off, though, right? And if Auburn recognizes that and says, okay, if they're just going to let Janai go crazy, well, let's just keep feeding him. And I think Auburn just needs to be committed to the idea that maybe Janai's got to score 40 to bring him home in this one, or he's got to do a better job of drawing fouls and making the free throws. But here's the thing that's kind of, as you don't, it's underscored in the fact that he's getting to the free throw line as he's drawing fouls, right? And he's putting guys who typically defend him well in foul trouble. And so he needs to be able to go at those guys and make sure that the good defenders that they have aren't available to defend him, because Tennessee doesn't like going to their bench to sub in bigs. They really want to keep it being Akpara and what's the other kid's name for them? Milicic, Akpara, and Phillips. Those are the guys that they really want to have defensively against Broome. And if he can get one or two of those guys in foul trouble, he's going to feast on whoever they bring off of the bench. So Auburn needs to be just committed to that idea.
What do you think? There's anything that Auburn can do to kind of get Tahad going? Tahad's struggling a little bit to find a shot here lately.
Say it again. Now it's loud as crap. I can't hear you. So hold on. Let me see if I can. Go ahead.
I was just saying, is there anything that you think that Auburn can do to kind of get Tahad Pettiford going? Because Tennessee's obviously giving him hell right now. He's struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I think for Tahad, it's really just more about, like, I don't think that there's a lot of action being run for Tahad when he's in the game right now. Like, you haven't seen the double screen action that he normally came off of when he was lighting it up versus Houston. They're really trying to turn Tahad into a facilitator offensively for Auburn. I think Auburn needs to do a better job with Tahad Pettiford of just getting him some design looks for him to get the shot off. Everything he's doing is off the dribble, off the bounce. It's not really that pin down curl action where he comes around off of a curl to shoot. You haven't seen them run that at all in this game. So maybe something intentional to get him the ball. Same thing for Miles Kelly. Normally they run that corner action for Miles Kelly to get him an early shot. They didn't do that in this game. So I think Auburn has decided they're going to work through Janai Broome initially, but they need to, I think, in the second half, which they did a good job of in the second half versus Alabama, come out and say, okay, we're going to get some of our shooters some good looks, and hopefully they'll do that in this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that I'm most proud of, Ike, is the way that Auburn's protected the basketball. Like, we know the way Tennessee plays defense. We've already played Tennessee, so they've kind of seen us. And for Auburn to still be protecting the basketball this way, we were at like 10 minutes to go, and like you alluded to, Tennessee was shooting over 64%. So do you think is that going to keep up? Probably not. So I like where Auburn's at. I really think this is going to be a game that's going to come down to one or two big shots. And the free throw line. Like, the free throw line is probably going to be taking care of the basketball, and the free throw line probably going to be the difference in this one if it keeps playing out this way.
Yeah, I mean, in a game like this is where Janai Broome has got to be the player of the year, right? And that includes making free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I don't know. It looks like a mismatch. It looks like they don't have anybody that can really handle them. It would be nice if Chaney could get in there and kind of help him out in that front court and get going. It looks like a confidence issue with Chaney. I was hopeful that when he hit that three, that he was going to kind of get going, and then you see him airball one in the paint down there. We need to see him. He needs to see the ball go through the hoop a couple of times. We need him to get hot, but I like it, man. I think we're in a good spot, and I think Auburn's going to pull this one out. I really do. I think Auburn's just a better team. I think you've got the better player on the floor. So as long as Auburn doesn't beat themselves, make it, run the offense through four and let everything else kind of play out. And I'll tell you something else that I really liked. I mean, me and you've just talked about it before, is Denver Jones getting to the basket. Over 50% of his field goal attempts on the year are from the three-point line. And I get it, because you can stroke it. So that's great. But I like to see Denver getting downhill and getting to that free throw line, because I like having 90% free throw shooters on the damn line, but he also has the ability to finish at the hole, and then he can open up that three-point shot as well. So for me, we had this stretch where I felt like we fell in love with shooting the ball 25 feet from the basket when you don't really need to. And Tennessee is pressuring the ball high. I mean, they were trapping up there at half court a couple of times. You break that trap, and obviously you've got a guy wide open. So I think we're in a really good spot right now, man. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn is definitely where they want to be in this game. I remarked earlier, like, this game is not going to even be close to a 50-point game like it was in Neville, but it cooled off a bit, right? We're in the 30s right now, so it looks like it's going to be maybe a mid-60s game. But if Auburn can push this out and somehow score 40 points in the second half, I think that gives them the win, because Tennessee, when you look at their wins on the season, they don't do well when teams score over 70 points. Like, I think it dramatically increases your ability to win that game if you can score over 70 with Tennessee, just because they don't score well. Chaz Lanier came out hot in this game, cooled off because Auburn's defense ratcheted up the intensity on him a bit. So Auburn just got to do a good job in the second half of being better defensively and not getting the cheap fouls that puts Tennessee on the free throw line. That's what I'm going to be looking out for here is, can you protect the basketball better than you did in the second half versus Ole Miss? And can you keep yourself out of the early free throw situation when you put them in the bonus?
Let me ask you this. It plays out. Let's say it plays out the way we want it to play out. Auburn finishes the second half strong and wins the game. You want that rematch with Alabama, or would you rather see Florida again and make up for that ass whooping they handed us?
I don't care. Bring on whoever.
I said,
Bring on whoever.
I said, I want all the smoke. I hear you.
All of it, bro. Like whoever it is. I think we match up better with Alabama, but I don't care. It's revenge either way. And as soon as Shaney Johnson comes out of the locker room, he is in the paint working on baby floaters. He walked straight to the paint. He didn't go out here and start shooting threes. He went straight to the paint and started putting up floaters.
Yeah,
we're about 250 here from the second half starting, so we'll be getting started here in just a minute. I'm gonna hop out officially this time, so we can get ready for the second half, and I'll let you get back to it, man. But just wanted to hop in real quick on you guys' situation.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for providing us the update live there for courtside from Bridgestone Arena. Our guy Ike Jones pumping out this dope content like he always does. Appreciate you, big dog. All right, so Ike hopping on, giving us his perspective from inside Bridgestone Arena. About 2 minutes, he says, from them getting this game tipped back up. Got bad news, guys. I flipped over to the baseball game, and it's a little got a little ugly on us. Got a little ugly on us. Auburn down 8-4 right now to Vanderbilt. So Tigers gonna need to pull off a big comeback if they want to win the series today. Might be going into tomorrow looking to win that third game, that Sunday game, to pull off a series win versus Vanderbilt. It was looking okay, and then we turned over here to the basketball game. We went back, and it's a little rough. So, but our guy Blake will pump out all that content for you guys and keep you guys posted on everything going on over there. So we're about 90 seconds. We'll get back into the second half, and I'm sure it's going to be nuts, right? It's going to be wild for sure. This whole SEC tournament, bro. This whole SEC tournament has been super entertaining. Just how far this league has come is really, really impressive. Let's get to some of you guys' comments. Haley says, we won't let Corso mess with Aubie's head for game day. Yeah, nobody gets to wear Aubie's head. Nobody. You can wear the helmet, but only the Auburn engineer student gets to wear the Aubie outfit. Thus is the tradition. Lauren, and we don't want to let ESPN. You don't get to put our shit on, no way. Florida is a problem. Florida is a big problem. Otis says we need an eagle head just for Corso to wear. That'd be dope. That would be dope. Give him a big old eagle. Fouls were a bit lopsided for a while, absolutely. David says, remember, nothing sucks like the big orange. The big crimson sucks a little more, in my opinion. A little bit, But I'm not a Tennessee guy either, right? I'm not a Tennessee guy either. Poor stream cut. I'm not sure. Was I doing a stream? Was he like streaming the whole half? Because if so, that's like crazy cool. So I don't know. Not sure. But if he was doing a stream, and I'm sure he'll get it figured out. It's when you're in those situations, it's I'm sure he's surrounded by all kinds of different media people. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're trying to figure out, how to get your mic working, how to get your headphones working, and the internet's not the best usually in those situations for sure. So I've tried to do a couple of things before live from Plainsman, and the internet is just, there's so much going on. Haley says no, he was doing a halftime live. Yeah, he's probably getting ready for the start of the second half, and no telling what the entertainment is and how loud it is and all that. I'm sure Nashville, surprised they didn't have like a country singer or somebody come out. But, man, it's going to be a very entertaining second half. Tigers lead by 1. I think that was important. And I agree with Ike. Ike said that Chaney came out there, walked right to the paint and started working on baby floaters, the bunnies. So going to need Chaney to hit a couple of those. And this game's just going to come down to a couple of big shots, man. It's going to come down to a couple of big shots and the free throw line. I really am encouraged by Denver Jones getting downhill, going to the basket in the second half. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see, man. You got to shoot threes. I'm not anti-3, but, I like it if you set them up. If you set them up clean. Tennessee, Lanier starting off 4 for 4. He is now 0 for 4 since. My headset back on. It's got the game on it. so I can hear this wonderful Jay Billis SEC, well, that's not SEC, ESPN commentary. Them Tennessee pants are ugly, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know, by the way. They look like they work at Whataburger, bro. Them Tennessee Whataburger pants are not it. They're not it. Fire Free. What's up, baby? We haven't seen you in a while, big dog. We missed you. He says, I want to see Miles heat back up heading into madness. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I want everybody firing on all cylinders, but we definitely need our 3-point shooter, our big, 6'7", 2/3, depending on what we're playing. We need him to be going. Big time player. We're going to need him to hit big time shots. All right, ball being inbound to second half. Here we go. Auburn leads by 1. SEC semifinals. Auburn trying to defend the SEC tournament championship. Wouldn't back-to-back be sick? Wouldn't it be sick? Auburn playing good defense this first half, or first possession of the second half, excuse me. There you go. Chad and Janai combined for good defense down low. Oh, my God, bro. The foul, like the fouling on the late shot clock. We've got to stop with the stupid fouls. Miles, come on, buddy. That's 3 on Miles. 3.4, and you give them that. That's been something that Auburn has struggled with this game for sure. Playing good defense and still allowing points out of it. Luckily, he misses the first one. Do you know the percentage? I don't know it. If somebody does know it, let me know. But no, I have no idea. It's kind of just ceremonial, right? All right. Hey, misses both free throws, though. And then we get ripped and Denver fouls. All right, so Denver and Miles pick up 2 really bad fouls 40 seconds into the second half. Not good, not good. Ziegler will do that to you. Ziegler will do that to you. I'm not sure what Denver's arguing there. I don't really know what he's trying to get at. All right, so now with the foul situation, you've got Denver running point. You've got CBM at the 2 or 3. Oh, my God, and Auburn lets me get right to the bucket. Man, oh, man. Tennessee guards get to the bucket again. Tennessee leads by 1. So Denver, Janai, CBM, Simo, and Dylan is the 5 on the floor currently for Auburn. Yeah, Janai looked like he won't take that step back 3. I don't have. After that step back 3 he clanked last night, I don't think we want to see that anymore. Simo, we got to make these, baby. Dylan with the cleanup. Let's go. Don't let their guards get into the paint that easily, boys. My goodness. Took it right to Janai. Now that little trash talk back and forth. I love to see it, but I'm sure Pat will tee somebody up in a second for it. I think it's good for the game, but the people in charge disagree. Kick it out. Swing it. Swing it. That's easily a foul. My goodness. Woo. Chad got the it's a call a shooting foul. Chad tried to get the shot up there. What's the score? I'm at the drive-through. Tennessee is up by 1. (36-35), Nina. 36-35. Auburn inbounds to Janai, and he gets fouled. So Auburn will be shooting free throws. It is 17:52 on the clock, 36-35. Yeah, see everybody talking about where you're at, man. Let's all everybody stay safe for sure. Bad weather coming our way pretty damn soon from what we can what we're being told. Sure windy right here in Pensacola right now. That's about it. Hasn't been too much other than wind. That word is it's gonna be bad tonight. So everybody please stay safe out there for sure. Yeah, Ben says I love that they are finally calling fouls for Janai. Yes, absolutely. The air feels heavy in Birmingham. Yeah, that's that scary feeling, right? Hey, Janai with a free throw. Let's go. Yeah, hurry up and get home, Nina. That bad weather's coming. Fire freeze pointing out Millick with 3 fouls now. Janai, let's go, baby. Janai steps up and knocks them both down. Tigers lead 37-36. Tennessee bringing the ball up the court with 17:44 on the clock. On the floor for Auburn is still the same lineup of Denver, Dylan Carwell, Janai, Semo, and Chad Baker Mazzara. Miles Kelly currently on the bench with 3 fouls. They fouled the hell out of Dylan Carwell there, but he still comes up with the rebound. So let's go. Good defensive possession by Auburn. CBN coming up the court with the basketball. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? The power just went out at the house. It came back on. I cannot believe you guys are still in here and this is still working. Oh, you guys are the best. You guys are the best, man. I was so upset. Let me fix my hat. I look like a goof. Oh, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yes. Like I said, no rain yet. No rain yet, but the wind is whipping. The wind is really picked up here in my house. And yeah. Power flickered. The fine folks at Spectrum, I can bank on their internet going out anytime the weather's not perfect. I cannot believe this stream stayed up. I thought I was going to have to create a whole new one. And I come in here and there's still 18 of you guys in here. So you guys rock. Y'all are the best. For sure. So I don't know what's the current situation with the game or nothing. I come back to commercial break. Refs are reviewing it. You're kidding, Ben. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that to be the truth. Yeah, it's going. All right, I'm sorry I'm not talking, guys. I'm just power went out. I'm getting back to the game. I'm trying to see what all is going on here. All right. 41-36. Our Tigers lead. Yeah, you guys are saying something going on with CBM. So 41-37. I'm seeing the ball go through now. All right. 16-6 or 16-19 left in the game. This game was moving fast. It's definitely slowed down, right? So 41-38. Tennessee makes both free throws. Nice. Golly, CBM, we've got to hit that, buddy. That's all on CBM for missing that shot. It's all on CBM. You got to hit the wide open bunny, bro. Chad made a great move. Maybe could have pulled the original three-point look he had in the corner. Then he makes a great move to get to the mid-range, gets an easy look, and is just not able to finish. And then it leads to a fast break and a foul for Tennessee. Yep. And just like that, maybe my power needs to go out. I just need to get off of here. 5-point lead quickly evaporating. I mean, 5 ain't a lot, but still. All right, let's go, boys. Need a big bucket right here. You know, I'll be honest, like Auburn's gotten way more good shot opportunities this game than I thought Tennessee was going to give Auburn. Auburn's just not making them. Mid-range, wide open threes, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then on the flip side of this, anytime he gets touched, it's not really a foul. So it's been frustrating. They treat him like he's 7'2" or something. All right, Janai inbounds to CBM. Oh my gosh, guys. Janai with the air ball. Okay. Tennessee with the opportunity to take the lead. Janai is 7 for 9 from the field. Can't make them all. That was just ugly. Ugly. 15-20 on the clock. Tennessee at the ball at the top of the key. Picked up his dribble like a dummy. Stay in front of him, Dylan. Force that bad shot. There it is. Good D, boys. Let's go. Good job of not fouling there late in the shot clock. That's tough right there. You're trying to make a 3-pointer over Dylan Cardwell. That's tough. 20-plus feet from the basket, then you're trying to shoot over a 7-footer. That's a difficult shot. Just take that, Janai. Just cook, Janai. Just cook, baby. Just cook, Janai. Oh, gave him the open three. Yep, gave him the open three. And just like that, we're tied. Two really good basketball teams going at it. That's a bad pass. Auburn making some bad plays right now. That's a stupid pass. Tennessee brings the ball up. There you go, Tahad. Tahad with some good defense. Tennessee has to come back up top. 10 on the shot clock. Dylan forces them to go baseline and throw a bad pass. Another good defensive possession for Auburn. Don't foul late here. Don't foul late. Force the bad shot. There you go. You grab the rebound. There we go with this. Here we go, man. You're playing great See? Auburn continues to play good defense, and bail Tennessee out. If you're going to win this game, you better stop doing that. It's getting frustrating. It's getting real freaking frustrating. You force a terrible shot, you can't rebound, and then you foul 20-something feet from the basket with 20-something seconds on the shot clock. I don't like the way Auburn's officiated either, but man, we commit some dumb fouls. Just some head scratchers. Why do you foul there? That's close to 5 seconds on that inbound. That's a travel. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Well, Tennessee's in the bonus with 13:37 on the clock. Hey, Pat Adams, here we go. Make it about yourself, jackass. Already in the bonus. Not even 7 minutes into the half. Some of these fouls have been really dumb by Auburn. There have been some bad calls. It is what it is. Lane violation on 34 for Tennessee. No basket. Yep. Tennessee should not argue this at all. This is a clear lane violation. To the Tennessee fan that's throwing his hands up and saying, what? It's called a lane violation. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Here we go. Welcome to the Ref Show. Pat thinks y'all pay tickets to come see him. Pat thinks everybody's tuned in to see him. Tahad, you got to get downhill, bud. You got to get to the basket. They're going to double team. Come on. Tahad short again. Janai walking over trying to keep Tahad, who is visibly frustrated, trying to keep his head in the game. Tahad really struggling right now. Really, really struggling. Defensively has not been efficient. Offensively has not been efficient. It's starting to feel like a similar situation last March that we reached. Let's go. Big three ball. Big three ball. Come on, Miles. We need you, big dog. Let's go. Miles Kelly, 2 for 4 from deep with 8 points. We need you, brother. Tennessee, 4 for 16 from deep. Auburn, 4 from 13. Janai guarding the guard again up top. There you go. Good D, Janai. Let's go. Needs to be careful talking. Rick Barnes is asking for probably a tech, it looks like. But, I mean, I got no problem. Just let him talk. It's fine. Come on, Miles. Catch the ball, buddy. Here we go. Come on, Tahad. Get Tahad. Get to that hole, baby. There it is. God, he can't buy a bucket right now. Good rebound from Zanai right there, keeping this possession alive. Man. All right, 11:54 on the clock. Auburn leads 46-45. Tahad Pettiford struggling. Ben says this is a slugfest. Yes, it is. What's crazy is they probably got more points right now than what I even would have guessed. Somebody might get to 70 in this game. Might. Pull up the stats. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Let's take a look at the numbers as we sit at 11:54. Auburn leading 46-45 for Auburn. Let's see. Auburn is 17 for 38 from the field, 44.7%. 4 for 13 from deep for 30.8. 8 for 12 from the free throw line. Started off 0 for 4, so that has improved. Total rebounds, Auburn is out rebounding Tennessee 27-20. Auburn has 10 assists to Tennessee's 4. Auburn has 2 blocks to Tennessee's 1. Both teams have 4 steals. Both teams have turned the ball over 6 times. Auburn has been called for 15 fouls to Tennessee's 11. Personal numbers. Janai Broome, 18 points, 5 rebounds. Chad Baker-Mazara with a decent all-around effort of 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 points. Denver Jones, 9 points, 2 assists. Dylan Carwell has 4 points, 1 assist, and 5 boards. Miles Kelly, 8 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Simo has 1 rebound, 0 assists, 0 points. Tahad Pettiford, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 0 points. Chaney Johnson has 3 points and 1 rebound, and Turtle has 1 assist and 1 rebound. So that's how it looks as we sit with about 12 minutes to go in the game. It's as close as we all expected it to be, right? And I think the next ball game of this tournament is going to be the same thing. It's gonna might be a little more high scoring than Auburn versus Tennessee for sure, but what a great week of basketball in Nashville. So impressive what the SEC has become. If Auburn doesn't pull this game out, no need to panic. Tennessee's a great team. The committee is not going to hold this against Auburn, and Auburn will still be a 1 seed. And we might play a 16 seed, and might be the easiest game Auburn's had. The first game of the NCAA tournament might be Auburn's first easiest game Auburn's had in like a month and a half. That's how tough the SEC's been this year. And I'm not overlooking whoever that could be. I mean, Yale, right? Like we're not looking past them. We're just saying with this gauntlet that Auburn's had to play in the SEC this year, it's tough. They show Florida walking into the building. Boy, that's a dangerous team. They could easily be cutting down the nets for a national championship. Coming up on 2 hours live. Had the power go out about 30 minutes ago, maybe a little bit shorter of a time frame than that. And you guys have hung in here with us, man. So thank y'all so much for sure. I appreciate you guys. We're all going through it together. We're all going through it together. All right, come on, Tigers. We need a little bit of a run here, huh? A little 8-0 run or something like that would be cool. A couple 3 balls. All right, Tennessee at the free throw stripe. And they get lucky right there. Damn bonus. They the bonus with 6 minutes into the game. All right. So Tennessee makes their free throws. Tigers now down. Oh, up the court we go. And Miles finishes at the basket. Tigers take the lead right back. 48-47, 11:40 on the clock. Miles Kelly is 4 for 7 on the day. That puts him at double digits at 10 points. There we go, Miles. Big bucket right there. Let's get some stops, man. Let's Did they just call the moving screen finally? He's done it 5 times that I've seen. There we go. There we go, Pat. Atta boy. Yeah. Thank you. They've been doing the moving screen. That's 4 on him. Oh, my, Miles. Such a bad shot. Just a bad shot. I see on the bottom of my screen the Falcons are paying Kirk Cousins a $10 million bonus. For what? I know some of y'all are Falcons fans. What's that about? Okay. Good shot, asshole. I don't know what else to say. Nice. Tennessee takes the lead again. Yes, this is everything I expected, Nina. It's tough. CBM misses another shot that he should have made. No, Nina, they were not. They were not good. But I'm trying to figure out why they're paying Kirk Cousins a $10 million bonus. I'll have to look into it for sure. You're going to have a foul on Miles Kelly, I'm assuming. That's his 4th. If that's the call. Yeah. Oh, boy. All right, Tennessee up now by 2. They make the first free throw. Jordan Gainey, 10 points on the day for the Vols. He's made 5 free throws out of his 5 attempts. Pretty damn solid. All right, 10 minutes to go. Tie ball game. SEC semifinals. They don't get no better than this. Pettiford, dude, Tahad is just. I'm gonna say it, y'all. I'm gonna say it. Tahad Pettiford is playing like Aiden Holloway did at the end of last year. He's becoming unplayable. Absolutely unplayable. All right, Auburn, you got to figure something out. 9:22 on the clock. Tahad Pettiford with the ball at the top. Auburn down 5. Time for somebody to make a big shot. Go to that hole, Denver. That's a foul. That's a foul, man. Come on. Unbelievable. That's crazy. That is crazy. Good block, Chaney. Good block. That was huge. Auburn needs a big bucket right here. Oh, my gosh, dude. Get Pettiford off the floor, bro. Get Pettiford off the floor. Man. Woo! 8-0 run for Tennessee. Bruce finally calls a timeout. 8:17 on the clock. Tennessee leads 55-48. My goodness, y'all. My goodness. CBM and Tahad Pettiford could not hit water if they fell out of a boat today. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. Okay. Well, that's not cool. Still got some time, though. Still got some time, but you got to make shots, man. I mean, Auburn's getting the looks. I don't want to be too hard on a kid. You kind of see who's not performing right now. And I hate it. But yeah, Tahad Pettiford's got to be better than this if Auburn's going to. I mean, listen, Ben, it says, I hate to say it, but I love this team, but we might not make it past around the 32. I said last year, and I'm not saying that Auburn won't make it past around the 32. I said last year that with the way Aiden Holloway was playing at the end of the season, that Auburn was going to be in trouble in the tournament because they didn't have enough point guards that they could trust to play. And Aiden Holloway was unplayable down the stretch, especially in that Yale game. Bruce tried to check him in the second half of the Yale game to give Trey Donaldson a quick breather. And Aiden committed a really stupid foul before the ball was even inbounded, and it frustrated Bruce, pulled him out. Tahad's becoming unplayable. And if that's going to be the case, you were already pretty thin at point guard because you missed on J.P. Pegues. He was supposed to kind of play that Javon McCormick role. And yeah, if this is going to be the version of Tahad Pettiford that you're going to get, then Auburn is going to have an early exit for sure, earlier than they want. So Tahad's got to get going. Tahad's got to get going. Auburn winning or losing this game, well, whatever. Doesn't, if Auburn loses this game, that doesn't necessarily change how I think about the tournament run that's ahead of us. Tahad Pettiford playing like this certainly does. Certainly does. If this is what we're going to get, then yikes. Yikes. We got some guys right now that are not playing their best basketball at the worst time. Chaney Johnson is not playing good basketball right now at the time that we need him. Tahad Pettiford is playing. It looks completely lost out there. So, yeah, you kind of don't have a choice because, like I said, you missed on JP, but it's, again, I referenced the Yale thing last year is Aiden when he just became unplayable. Right? He was so bad that we couldn't play him. Then Trey just got gassed out because he had to play the entire second half. So great player. He's got to figure it out and needs to figure it out now. Like right now. It's postseason. All right, so we need a run here. Janai Broom, 18 points. He's 8 of 10 from the field. Zakai Ziegler has 15 points, and Tennessee is currently on an 18-0 run. So hasn't been a good couple of minutes for Auburn, but we know basketball, baby. We can battle back. Dylan Carwell, free throws, baby. Dylan Carwell at the line. Everybody get ready. Come on, Dylan. You got it, big dog. Man. Woo. All right. Come on, Dylan. You got to make one. There it is, Dylan. If Dylan just makes one, then I'll live with it. 33%. Goodness gracious. And we committed a dumb foul. Yeah, I hear you, Doug. I do. I mean, a lot of these fouls on Auburn have been really stupid. There have been some bad calls for sure. That right there is a foul, and it's a dumb one. Like, Simo's played enough basketball to know you can't do that. I don't know what he's shaking his head for. He's got 0 points and 3 fouls. Like, that's just a stupid foul. And that's 3 points for him. Auburn in trouble right now. The way Tennessee plays defense, you've let this league get up to 7. Auburn needs some buckets. Tennessee's 19 for 21 from the free throw line. I mean, pretty impressive. Make your free throws in March. That's a bad pass. Auburn's struggling. Auburn's struggling right now. Auburn will get a bucket soon. It's going to be GG's. Had Dylan wide open. Easy lob. Auburn's made that play all year long. Great play call by Bruce right there. Just a bad pass to Dylan. We don't execute. Shit. Hmm. 13-1 run, huh? 13-1 run. That's crazy. That's crazy. 6:59, Auburn down big. All right. Well, that wasn't cool. Do our Tigers have a big run in them? I think they do. I think they do. AD says might be. It might be, bud. It might be. I think Auburn's got a big run in them. I think Auburn can make it close again. It's going to be hard to get over this hump at this point, right? If Hod and CBM aren't hitting, it's over. Yeah, they've been really bad. Been bad today. Let's see. Offensively, I don't want to say that they've been bad. I mean, Tahad hasn't played well on either side, but I don't want to say CBM's been bad. But offensively, he's not hit his shots. There's more to basketball than just shooting, so I should be better about that. But yeah, like you said, buddy, if they're not hitting their shots, this is tough. It's tough. Trying to get to the box score for ESPN because it's more detailed. Way more detailed than the one I was looking at on Google. Let's see. Okay. Tahad Pettiford, 0 for 8, 0 for 5 from the three-point line. Yeah, buddy. Only one turnover, so I mean, he's protecting the ball, but I'm just trying to give you some kind of credit here, bud. Jeez, this is tough. CBM 2 for 6, Tahad Pettiford 0 for 8. So, yeah, Denver Jones 1 for 5. Like, there's your game right there. There's your game right there. It's a good point, Ben. Miles has gone out, and they've been on this big run. So, it shows you how important Miles Kelly is. No one else is hitting any shots right now. Ben says, I just hate the way the season has ended. We give all the national media haters the ammo they need to keep doubting us in the future. Well, I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe Bruce knows how to harness that and, you know, can get these guys ready to go for the big dance and say, hey, man, everyone's starting to say y'all have lost it. You know, so maybe Bruce is able to turn that into a motivation tactic. And maybe that's a blessing in disguise for a team that has been like number one all year. Maybe they need a little bit of that underdog back in them. JP and Howard have given us some depth this year. Bummer. Yeah, I mean, the JP thing is definitely on the court, and the Howard thing is off the court. Let me hear what BP's saying here. Well, Bruce says you got to trust him. I love that. Now, that's a great coach. He looked right at Todd Pettiford, who's 0 for 8, and said, I'll trust you. So you got to love that. That's why his coaches or his players love him. That's great coaching. I mean, because like Tahad knows, you know what I'm saying? He knows he's 0 for 8. Yelling at him and all this is not gonna it's not gonna do anything. Tell him you believe in him. Tell the kids you believe in him and try to build him back up. Auburn's not out of this game yet. A lot of basketball left. But yeah, the JP thing is really the bummer. It really put us in a hole at the one spot. And Howard thing is a bummer because it's just he's you hate to see a kid so talented getting in his own way. That's a stupid foul. I mean, like I hate Pat Adams. You can get on my Twitter and search Pat Adams, and I've had some tweets gone viral of me saying some not so nice things about him for sure. That's a stupid foul there by CBM. I completely agree with Jay Billis right there. What are you doing? You're giving them free throws. This is free points 70 feet away from the bat. Like, this is just ridiculous. That's such a bad foul. So I don't know what else to really say about that. Down by 12. Let's go, boys. Put up some fight now. Come on, man. Tennessee with their largest lead of the game. Auburn's got to have a bucket here. Got to have a bucket. There you go. Good finish, Dylan. Good finish. We looked defeated and yeah, right now it kind of looks that way. Definitely kind of looks that way. We need a couple of hype plays, right? You need a stop, a fast break, a big dunk, maybe a big three. You need something to get the boys back into it. Janai trying to get the Auburn crowd into the game. Doug says, got to get this to 5 with 2 minutes left. Couldn't agree with you more. Dumbass fouls. Dumb foul from Chad Baker Mazzara. It's wild. Wild, wild, wild. Such a dumb foul, man. It's crazy. Man. Man. Was 8 for 8 from the stripe. $23 for 25 from the free throw line. Auburn is 10 of 16 in a game that Auburn is down by 12. We talked about getting to the free throw line and making free throws as being a big key to the game, right? That's a big shot from CBM. That's a big shot. Come on. Somebody's got to light a fire now. Where's that energetic Chad Baker Mazzara at? Somebody's got to be a leader out here. Don't give – yeah, come on. I mean, that's such an awful shot from Tennessee. You got to get points out of this. Chad's got the ball, 5:12 on the clock. Passes it into Janai. Auburn's desperate need of a bucket here. There we go. Would have liked an and one right there. But there you go. That's what you got to do. Get that ball down there. They'll foul Janai. Now he's got to make his free throws. But you got an opportunity now to put points on the board with the clock stopped. In the game you're trailing late, this is it. You've got to make both of these. I'm with you, Doug. You got to hit all of them down the stretch now if you want to win this ball game. Auburn down by 9, 5:08 on the clock. Big bucket from Janai right there. Come on, baby. One more. Steps to the line, hits the first one. Cut it down to 8. Tennessee's got guys in foul trouble too, so. Come on, Auburn. Big trip to the stripe from our guy, Janai Broom. Big trip to the stripe right there. Come on, man. Come on. We got 5 seconds. Let's go. Come on, Auburn. Come on now. This thing ain't over. Need a bucket right here. Need a big bucket. That's Auburn basketball right there now. Woo! Talk to me. Come on. Let's go now. Hey! Here we go. Timeout, 4:48. 4-point ball game. Woo! I don't know about y'all, but I love sports. I might not be saying that in 10, 15 minutes. Oh, man, but it's fun, bro. It's fun. I love it. Winning this is going to be huge. I love that. See, I love that. My man said, hey, Let me tell you something. When it was all at its worst, Bruce Pearl looked at them boys and said, I believe in every single one of y'all. I believe in you all here, and I believe in you now. Look at how they've played since he said that. It's a hell of a coach right there. Maybe we can say that in October, November, soonish. What's that? I've said a lot these last couple minutes, so remind me of what you're referencing there, Fire Freeze. Oh, man. All right. Come on, boys. Oh, you're talking about sports? Oh, yeah. For sure. I love football. It's just these 3 hours of Auburn football the last 4 or 5 years has been the worst part of Saturday. It's like the rest of Saturday is fun, especially this year. This college football season was nuts. Just watching Auburn was a task. Let's go! Come on now. Got to go to 4. Got to go to 4 right here. He's the best player on the floor. Go to number 4. Uh-oh. You want to say something to the people one time? You want to say something to the people? Bolt has joined. Boyd has joined in on the conversation. My boy Bolt. Good luck to him, hopefully. You're going to watch every game with us if we pull this out. Down to Janai. Post him up, Janai. You can't stop this guy. You can't stop 4. 2-point ball game. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, for sure. I held up the orange cat. Yeah. CBN feeling it. You don't let the Tigers back in the game now. Let's go. Feed Janai Broom. Ike said it at halftime. This is one of them. Ike said this is one of them games where the best player's got to be the best player. Let's go. Yep, let's go. I said it a little while ago, right? Auburn had one more run in them. Here's the run. The challenge is now getting over the hump. Can we get over the hump? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Absolutely that way. That's the way to do it right there. My man said give it to 4. That way. Yep. Well, everybody, y'all okay? You good? Heart rate's good, pulse good. Get you some water real quick. Take a deep breath. We're going to be all right. Familiar territory as an Auburn fan, is it not? Hal and Gosgreen are, man. SEC officials are inconsistent. They don't have to do press conferences after games answering for their mistakes the way that coaches and players do. They don't have their names on the back of their jerseys. They don't have their stats placed out there in the same way that players do. They're not held accountable. So that's how. Because they're bad at their job and they're not held accountable. What can we do? Ben says first tornadoes have entered the state in the Northwest. Yeah, it's tough, man. So everybody that is going to be in the path of these storms tonight, man, praying for y'all. Please, safety first, man. Be safe. Look out for you, your family. Look out for your animals. Just stay on the lookout. There's a lot of things that are unfortunate with the rise of technology, but it is cool that we can, with the weather, we can be so up to date, so up to the minute. If a tornado's on the ground, what to be looking for. So just pay attention to all those things, man. I'm like right on the edge of the path. We're gonna get some really bad weather here. They're telling us to down here in Pensacola. So we're kind of on the edge of it. So we'll see how it goes. But I know that all of you that are in Central Alabama right now, all over the state, are right there in the middle of it. So everybody stay safe, man, for sure. My girlfriend's supposed to get off at 5 o'clock, and I'm hoping that she gets off early and is able to get home a little bit before all this starts. Because as y'all seen, y'all been watching already. Our power's already gone out on me once here. So praying, hey, knock on some wood. Let me get through this 356. Let me get through this next 356 before you cut out on me. The cats are down here at my feet looking at me like, what are you yelling at? All right. Let's go. 31st 10-0 run of the season. The Tigers can get hot quick. That's what they tell me. That's what that tells me. My heart's pounding. How in the hell did he not make those shots, bro? That's unbelievable. He hits that shot 9 out of 10 times. And then you don't box out. Golly. That's a 4-point swing right there, y'all. That's a 4-point swing. They're going to double deny now. Kick. There you go, Denver. Get to that hole. That's a foul all day. Keep driving, Denver. Keep driving. Let's go now. Get away from the cords. Cords not. Mess me up. Jay Billis thought it was a vertical contest on Jay Billis. Oh, it's a close game. It's time for me to hate Auburn. Jay Billis, bro. How about that? Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That wasn't very creative of me. My apologies. These live streams are dangerous. That's why I'm never doing a football live stream. Down by 3 and we've missed 7 freaking free throws. Well, yeah, see, them were 2 big chances. Janai gets a big chance. Miles gets a big chance. Not good. Not good. Needed to hit one of those for sure. Yeah. Gotta make your free throws. Get away from the cord, bro. Yep. Game. Tough. Here's your chance, Auburn. Here's your chance. I know, Karen. We just fall in love with it at the worst times. Now they have been double in Janai, and the threes have been open. So like these last couple looks have been good looks. You got to make them. They're doubling Janai. They're leaving the 3-point shooters open. We're not hitting them. So Jay Billis is really surprised a foul wasn't called there. Jesus, dude. Unreal. Come on, don't do nothing stupid here. There it is. That's a huge bucket, Chad. Huge bucket. All right, got to play Auburn D now. Got to play Auburn defense. Huge bucket by CBM. Three-point game. Tennessee with the ball. They go inside. Let's go. Auburn's got a chance. Yeah. Oh, Chad. Yeah, rough couple minutes for the Auburn player's knees. Yeah, he definitely. I wonder if he does theater. I think he'd be great at theater. And that's not like I'm not trying to take a shot. Like I think he would be, good at it. All right, 68, 65, 47.4. Some of you guys are ahead of me, so it's like I'm trying to not, I want to see. I'll try to see what happens live here. Some of you guys are 5 or 10 seconds ahead of me. All right. Big fella's got the ball. Big fella's got the ball. Chennai is not finishing down the stretch. Ooh, Chennai, we got to finish that, baby. You got to finish the other ones. That's a bad call. That's crazy. Hey. Free throw time. Bad call for sure, brother. For sure. Always gonna keep it 100 over here. Me and Blake get a lot of heat for that, but yeah, it's not a foul. We'll take it though because they've missed calls the other way, right? We'll take it, but it's a bad call right there. And like Jay Billis is obviously furious. Terrible call. I've noticed he seems to call out all the terrible calls on one way. My God, Chennai. I mean, brother. Auburn has lost this game at the free throw line. It is officially March when Auburn starts losing games at the free throw stripe. Unbelievable. But then again, it's not. Speaks for itself, man. Shit's piss poor. Yeah, but we don't. We don't. Look, Virginia double dribbled. If Jared Harper makes a free throw, that's just a different situation, right? Auburn has a history of this. Yes. Yes, it is. Just Auburn being Auburn. JABA. It's the acronym that stands for Auburn beating itself. It comes in all kind of ways. Whether it be the interception versus Oklahoma from Peyton Thorne, whether it be you missing free throws in postseason basketball games. It's off of Chaney, bro. Off of Chaney. Free throws and guard play. Sweet team, yeah. I'm not gonna argue with you, buddy. I'm fed up with Auburn missing free throws in March. Shit's just I've had enough of it, man. It's pathetic. There's no excuse for it. I'm not giving nobody a pass. It's just pathetic. Ben says, I don't understand how any basketball player at this level or higher doesn't practice. I mean, bro, I remember a game. I don't even remember what year this was. Way before Bruce. We were in the NIT versus Baylor. Auburn with the defense to stay alive. Yeah, there was a game versus Baylor, I believe, and Auburn missed a bunch of free throws and then got fouled late to have an opportunity to win the game at the free throw line. It was an NIT game, and Auburn missed all the free throws. It's just been a thing for a long, long time, man. It's just been a thing for a long time. It's crazy. I'd call a timeout here, BP. You can't take them to in your pocket. I'll draw up a great play out of the we're gonna have Chaney inbound. We've got Chaney, Janai, Denver, CBM, and Miles Kelly. Ball goes to Janai. He passes to CBM. Back to Miles. They're gonna force up a bad three. Come on, CBM. My goodness. You got Kobe Bryant as your banner on Twitter. You had an opportunity to hit a Kobe Bryant shot. But maybe CBM will have another chance. Nope, soft broom. All right, 48.8. If you're Auburn, you got to foul immediately. Try to extend the game. Tennessee has not missed their free throws. This is a frustrating loss. They're just the the jobbiness of the free throws is what worries me. It's such an Auburn thing to lose a game because you can't make free throws. Whether it be, we just Donovan says we always seem to play. Yeah, this was a very important NCAA tournament for Bruce Pearl. He's got to make a big run for sure. Get away from the course. My cats are just like determined to ruin this broadcast, this live stream. Yeah, I mean, look, if you can go back and watch our Tuesday show, I predicted this entire tournament at like the 4-minute mark. I missed a lot of the early games, but I predicted that the Final Four teams that are here would be here, and I predicted Tennessee to beat Auburn in a close game. I changed it right before the stream started today because I was bugging out, being an Auburn fan. But this result, if this holds up and Auburn doesn't win, doesn't surprise me. It doesn't necessarily change the way I feel about Auburn. Auburn's opportunity to win a national championship. What concerns me is the free throws. It's where we're really doing this again. We're really going to do this again. And then the point guard position concerns me to death. Todd Pettifer's not playing good basketball at all. So. Here's an opportunity. That's a go get out. All right. Well, we're going to arrest Chad. Yeah, he's milking this for sure. That's the culture of basketball now, unfortunately. It's look, I used to be the biggest basketball is a sport I grew up playing year round, like travel teams, blah blah blah. It's a sport I know the best. I spent my whole life playing it. I can barely watch it now. It's just the players are so soft. Like it's just like look at this, bro. You're fine. You're fine. Fire Free says rest up, refresh, and come out roaring next week. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're going to be a 1 seed, so you're going to have a favorable first round matchup. Hopefully, you're able to get hot. Maybe you play one of those play-in teams, or a team that won its conference championship tournament that otherwise wouldn't be in. And free throws, that's ball game. And then maybe you can have a good game in that first round and kind of get everybody firing back on all cylinders. Todd Pettifer needs a good game for sure the next game to really get his confidence back. So I think you're going to see Florida and Tennessee in the final tomorrow, and I'm going to predict Florida to win. And I think it's going to be an absolute dogfight, just like today was. First one to 70 wins. Oh my, Denver. Okay. Well, that was disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing, right? Tennessee wins 70-65. They will advance to their 14th SEC title game. Yeah, you got 0 from Tahad and the free throw lines. Tahad Pettiford struggles today, and Auburn struggles overall at the free throw line are the difference in the game, in my opinion. And it's tough, man. It's tough. I'm not overly concerned as far as the overall, like the result here. What frustrates and concerns me is the way that you arrived at this result. I thought that this was just we'll go through some of the stats. I know that our guys over at the War Report are going to get ready to go live for their post game. I have been on air for coming up on 3 hours, so I am about to go hang out. Yeah, maybe go to Spencer or something. Get my mind right because man, that sucks. That sucks. Let's look at the final statistics here before we get out of here, man. You guys, please hit that thumbs up button, sub to the channel if you haven't. I wish we would have a championship live stream to do tomorrow, but we will not. Unfortunately, team stats, Auburn shoots 41.8 from the field. Tennessee shoots 42.6. 3 points. Tennessee is 5 of 19. Auburn is 6 of 21. So that percentage-wise, that puts Tennessee at 26.3%. Auburn shoots 28.6% from the line. Free throw line is the big difference today. In a game that Auburn loses by 5, Tennessee makes 25 of 27, and Auburn makes 13 of 22. So that's the game. Auburn did get smashed late on rebounds. Tennessee also out-rebounded Auburn 35 to 27. And at one point, Auburn was up pretty handily in that rebound statistic. So Auburn doesn't rebound the ball. Auburn doesn't rebound the ball well at the end of the game. Auburn doesn't shoot free throws well at the end of the game. And Auburn's point guard play at the end of the game was not well. It was not good at all. So I'm concerned with anybody. Again, Jared Harper's one of the best free throw shooters in the history of Auburn. He missed a massive free throw in that Final Four loss to Virginia that would have made that game look different. And some of those scenarios that Auburn ran into in that game never would have happened if Jared Harper would have made that free throw. So I'm concerned about Broome at the free throw line in a close game. I'm concerned about Denver Jones at the free throw line in a close game. Players come and go. Auburn sucks at the free throws in the clutch. And, really with the exception of that I'm not going to go down that route. I'll say this. You better exercise some demons if you're Auburn in this this big dance here. You got to quit beating yourself in March. And Auburn beat themselves today. Tennessee's a great team. Full credit to them. Again, on our Tuesday show, you can go back and listen to what I predicted, a Tennessee-Florida final. I predicted Tennessee to beat Auburn in this game. So I'm not shocked by this. I'm shocked at the way it played out. In a way. It's like the free throw monsters. Here it comes again. And at some point, Auburn's got to get over it. You got to get over it. It's pathetic. There's no excuse for it. I know that social media is ablaze right now with blaming the refs and blah, blah, blah. My rebuttal to that would be what does it matter if you don't make your free throws? If they call all the fouls in the world on Tennessee, but you don't make your free throws, who really cares? So very winnable game for Auburn. It's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Auburn will have every opportunity to bounce back. Come in, check us out over at the War Report. I'm not sure what the situation is as far as the exact timing of the live. Let me look it up real quick. I think they want to go live. Okay, they're live now. So, yeah, let's get over here to the War Report and get over here with our guy C-Dub. So we'll get over there and come check us out over there, man. Thank you guys for rocking with us, Susan, saying thank you, Dustin. Everyone stay safe for sure. Man, I thank you guys for rocking with me for 3 hours. I had that freak out when my power went out. I came back and you guys were still in here. So you guys are the best. Y'all are awesome. I know this has not been fun. The baseball game is not going our way either. That's pretty damn disappointing. Not the best day. Not the best day for Auburn athletics. It happens, though, sometimes. This basketball team is still really good. Still got big opportunities ahead of them. But, losing sucks for sure. Karen, thank you. Thank you guys so much, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, watching the game together, and it was fun. The result wasn't fun, but I love y'all, man. And let's go over here to the War Report and let's talk about it.